Ready? We need to do a swing whip.
That's gonna be the opener. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this week's episode of Interviews with an Intern. I'm your host, Alexandra Lentz, and for once, Courtney is not behind the camera this week because this is a very special edition of Interviews with an Intern. If you're watching this on Tuesday, it's actually my birthday today, so I have Courtney here to ask me the questions I usually ask the people I interview, so you guys can learn a little bit more about what I do with Tampa Bay Lightning. So, without further ado, Courtney, take it away.
All right.
I'm ready to enter the hot seat.
Where do you intern?
So I currently intern with Tampa Bay Lightning. I am their sole broadcasting intern for the radio side for the 2018-2019 season.
What are your responsibilities as an intern?
So we'll break it down day to day and game day. So day to day, I make a Tumblr schedule for all of the shows that air each day. I then schedule a tweet for every single one of those shows, and I edit the shows and upload them to our SoundCloud, our Power Play Replay, which I will link in the description down below if you want to take a listen. And then on game days, I do all of that, plus assemble our highlight reels, and if it's a home game, I am at the arena at 8:30 in the morning to set up our morning skate live stream show. I go down to practice at 10:30. I watch practice. I then go in and get interviews from John Cooper, the head coach, and the players. I go back upstairs, break down the morning skate show, come back, go to class, and then come home from class, clean up, put my suit back on, head over to the arena, where I then set up the equipment for the intermission interviews. I then coordinate those interviews, and then I set up our post-game show, and then I break everything down at the end of the night, basically. It's a lot.
Yeah. How did you find this internship, and what was the interview process like?
So I actually interned under my boss, Matt Salmon, back in 2016 when I was with the Tampa Bay Storm. And so that was kind of like my gateway in. And then over the summer, Bolts Radio tweeted out the link to, hey, here's the link to apply to be our intern. I clicked on that. I applied through Teamwork Online, submitted my resume and cover letter. And then probably about a month later, I got an email from Matt requesting a phone interview. Once I went through the phone interview, I received a follow-up email for an in-person interview. And then probably a week or so after that, I received the internship.
Alright. So, how do you balance your academic life, but also your professional life at the same time?
It's all about planning ahead. I have a planner that is color-coded, and I write everything down that I have for the week so I don't forget to do anything. I don't really know how I balance it, honestly, other than that, besides cry, probably, because crying is how I relieve my stress. But yeah, it's all about planning and staying ahead of the curve because you never know what's going to happen, especially because I am a chronic migraine sufferer. So like I have to make sure I have everything in order so I don't fall behind, whether it be for work or for school.
What's your favorite part about your internship?
Oh God, so many things. Probably the people I meet. You know, I grew up a diehard Lightning fan, so this is not only a dream come true, but I'm listening, I'm working with the people I listened to on the radio growing up or I watched on TV growing up, and now they all know me by face and name and personal things about me, and I think that's really, really cool.
Right. What's your least favorite part about your internship?
Ooh. See, I always ask people this question, and they actually give me answers, but I don't have anything that I don't like about my internship because I love everybody and I love working for the organization. If anything, it's going to be something superficial. Like, I don't like getting up in the mornings, so that's probably the only thing I don't like. But that's even on game days, and that's 3 days a week. So, it's not really something to complain about. I just don't like getting up in the mornings.
What's your most embarrassing moment during your time as an intern for the Lightning?
Oh, God. There's been plenty. It's nothing like, oh my God, I can never show my face there again. It's something really minor, like I won't get a joke that somebody said, and then it'll take me 5 minutes to get it, and then I'm like, oh, and they're like, really? Really? And then by then, the moment's gone, and then I harp on it for the rest of the night, oh my God, why did I not get that? Why am I so gullible? So nothing, actually embarrassing, but embarrassing to me.
Who is your favorite player?
I don't have one. That's not because I don't like anybody. I love everybody too much to pick a favorite. That's my honest answer. I love the entire team. Everybody's just been so good to me, and the players are all so nice that I literally cannot pick a favorite.
We'll believe that. But do you get to interact with your coworkers in a non-professional manner?
Not really. I don't really see anybody outside of the arena unless I randomly run into a Lightning player somewhere, which actually did happen like a couple of weeks ago. I was actually with Courtney. We were at Chipotle, and I saw two of the Lightning players. And it was during the All-Star break, so they were just in casual clothing, and I walked up to them, and it took them a second to realize who I was because I wasn't in my suit. And they were like, "Oh, it's the intern that just shoves a microphone in our faces." And I'm like, "Yes, hi, it's me. This is what I look like when I'm not at work." And it was really funny because they were around my age, so I always told my parents if I wasn't a Lightning fan and I didn't know anything about the team, I thought it was just two roommates out at Chipotle, and I think that's really, really cool at the end of the day.
What has been some of your most surprising moments within your internship?
Oh, surprising moments. Probably just how easy it is to talk to everybody. There are 3 former Stanley Cup winners that work for us. Phyllis Pizzito, Brian Engblom, and Bobby the Chief Taylor. And I mean, these were some big name guys back in the day. And I just talked to them like it's nothing. And it was funny because Chief was saying something, and I was like, yes, he's a Vezina winner. And I completely forget that because I just see them as normal people. And it's like that with the players, too. Like, my first day, which was our medical media day, I remember, I think it was Stamkos, who just walked right past me, and I was like, oh my god. But now they'll, like, walk past me, and they're like, hey, and I'm like, oh, hey. Like, it's casual, and I think it's just surprising to me as a Lightning fan that I'm just like, yeah, it's a cool thing. Walk by me today. It's like no big deal. But on the inside, I'm like actually freaking out.
How has an internship changed you as a person?
Oh, wow. That's a very long-winded answer. But in the short of it, it's changed me for the better because I am now a more confident person than I was when I first entered. I'm a lot more confident in my abilities as a broadcaster, and it's really helped me get through some pretty tough mental health days. I've struggled a lot this year, and this team, whether it be the players or just the media personnel that I work with, always manage to put a smile on my face and can pull me out of any funk that I'm in, and that is something that I will forever be so incredibly grateful for, and it's something that I'm going to carry with me for the rest of my life. And on that emotional note, we're done here. So this has been another episode of Interviews with an Intern, and we will see you next week.